We've owned it since 2014 to 2016. So between 2014 and 2016, I met him. It took me 4 years. He said, "What took you so long from 2014 to 2016? We invested $400 million, made about $5 billion at its peak, and made about $4 billion now. We sold about 25% of our stock 3 years ago. How much do you hold now, though? I can't remember the exact number, but it's a significant portion of our assets, roughly 7 or 8%. So what do you think about this pay package?" This is a pay package that was approved by shareholders, and now it will be returned to the shareholders. How are you going to vote your shares or for this strategy? Let's talk about taking big risks and daring. Movements in the world of investing. When it comes to this circumstance, Ron Barron and the Barron Partners Fund are essentially the experts, veterans, and legends. They didn't just invest a little here and a little there in Tesla. They went all in, acquiring a massive 30% long position in the company. This means they own a substantial portion of Tesla, betting big on its success. Now, why is this impressive while holding such a large stake isn't just a show of? Confidence in Tesla's potential. It's a major play that few dare to make, reflecting a deep belief in Tesla's innovative edge and future growth. So if you weren't impressed by their initial investment, the sheer scale and audacity of this move might just change your mind. They turned a cool $400 million into a jaw-dropping $5 billion. That's not just a good return on investment, that's like turning a modest city apartment into a sprawling space colony on Mars, financially speaking. When I met him in 2010, they were doing 2,000 cars a year. And then in 2014, I was 31,000 cars. That's when we started buying in 2016, 76. 000 cars last year, 1.8 million. So a significant growth. And he made promises, if met these metrics of IDA, of revenues, of market cap, that he would get this extraordinary compensation. And the compensation had, when the contract was signed, it was the company's end market. Value was $53 billion. It got as high as $1 trillion. That's now $550 billion. I think in the next 10 years, we're probably to make 4 or 5 times our money again in Tesla. And speaking of growth, let's shift our focus from the financial numbers to the actual place where the rubber meets the road. The production lines reflect back to what may seem like the bygone days of 2010, when Tesla was producing just 2,000 cars annually. It was a modest start, akin to a boutique automaker creating a niche product. But by the time 2016 rolls around, the scene has drastically changed. Tesla wasn't only experimenting with auto manufacturing. Instead, they were becoming experts at it, increasing their output to an astounding 76,000 vehicles a year. Yes, you heard that right, from 2000 to 76. 000 in just 6 years. That's not just growth. That's a revolution, transforming Tesla from a niche player into a major powerhouse in the automotive industry. If Tesla cars were donuts, they went from a quaint little bakery to a full-blown donut factory seen from space in just 6 years. And with those numbers, the market value skyrocketed to a cool $550 billion. Now you might be wondering, what's the secret sauce here? Is it the sleek design, the eco-friendliness, or maybe just the Musk magic? Whatever it is, Tesla's making cars almost as fast as I lose my socks in the laundry. And believe me, that's fast. And with every car rolling off the line, Tesla isn't just building vehicles, they're building shareholder value faster than a teenager spends money at a mall, and the people he has who are directors. These are not, flakes. There are Adri Ellison, one of the wealthiest men in the world, Hiro Mizuno. He was the head of the Japanese, pension fund, the largest pension fund in the world, $1.50. Trillion, Kathleen Thomas Walgreens boots. So he had really, and of course the Robin Denholm, who came later, but they all approved this, and they all fit this with a fair agreement. Picture this: you're in a high-power boardroom, the air buzzing with anticipation. Suddenly, someone nonchalantly nods approval for a deal involved in $1.5 trillion. Yes, that's a trillion with a TA number so large, it's hard to comprehend in everyday terms. This isn't a scene from a movie. This is a typical day at the office for all Ellison and his team. For them, discussing figures that could reshape entire economies is just another part of their morning routine, like sipping coffee while scanning the headlines. These are not just financial decisions. They are monumental commitments that have the potential to impact millions of lives in the global economy. Most people would find this kind of responsibility daunting, but for Ellison and his team, it's all in a day's work. After all, if I had $1 for every time $1 trillion decision was made, I could retire today with just one of those decisions. When you look at Apple and Nvidia, for example, how did they succeed? Because they had something that was beneficial for gaming games. The thing that Amazon had when it arrived was a book retailer, and look what came from them. Tesla has vehicles. For other firms, automobiles will be like books or like games for them. Cars are a business. They have all this other technology. This is going to be a huge corporation. I adore Tesla. Hold on to your hats or investment portfolios, because Ron Barron sees more in Tesla than just cars. We're talking about a transition from a car manufacturer to a software and tech titan. It's like seeing a quiet kid in the back of the class become A rock star only, this rock star also sells solar panels and builds rockets. Talk about a glow up. So as we cruise through these financial stratospheres, remember investing in Tesla, according to Barron, isn't just about buying shares, it's about buying a piece of the future. And if Ron's predictions hold true, we might just be on the elevator to the penthouse of the stock market. Then you would be damaged as a new shareholder. Or you're buying into a company where you have one of the most exceptional, maybe the most exceptional, executive in this counts 6 million applications for 12,000 positions. So consider that the reason they have it is not because of the name Tesla, not because of a car, but rather because of him. Consider his capacity to draw these amazing individuals to this company in order to grow it, manage it, and implement changes that benefit the entire world. And you want to renew a contract or a deal you made with him. All eyes were on Elon Musk's compensation package recently, which, to put it mildly, sparked quite the debate. This wasn't just a routine boardroom discussion. It turned into a contentious battleground, drawing attention far and wide. Shareholders had their say, casting votes that reflected diverse opinions on the fairness and scale of Musk's compensation. But just when it seemed the matter was settled, a Delaware judge intervened, overturning the original decision. Well, let's steer into some rough seas. This sudden turn of events threw a major wrench in the works, upending the consensus and causing repercussions throughout the financial community. It serves as a stark reminder that corporate governance rarely goes as planned, even at the highest levels. Imagine being promised the largest pizza in the world, only to learn that the judge recently ruled that your choice of toppings was unconstitutional. But wait, this isn't just chump change a lawyer swung for the fences, demanding a whooping $5.6 billion in Tesla shares. Yes, billion with a B. This lawsuit is more than just a legal dispute. It's a drama fit for a summer film. With that sort of money, you could purchase a space program for yourself, or at least a sizable portion of Mars. And just when you thought our story couldn't get much more fascinating, now let's introduce some political turmoil into the mix. Elon Musk's dealings with President Biden have the potential to create a fascinating side story for Tesla's ongoing narrative. It's been said that politics creates for weird bedfellows, and time will tell, but one thing is certain: the meeting of business and politics always serves as a catalyst for change. In the case of Tesla, this means that we will all be watching with bated breath, much like when you watch your two uncles quarrel at a cookout. One used to be vice president of the popcorn company, the other built rockets. Things are improving. In order to keep one of the most innovative companies at the forefront of the tech and automotive industries, navigating these legal battles and political victories is more than just keeping the ship afloat. After all, if anyone can turn a courtroom drama into a masterclass in innovation, it's probably the guy who believes a traffic jam can be solved by excavating a tunnel under LA. Therefore, I believe that the way they're handling this is incredibly unfair, and that he should be compensated because he earned it and deserves it. You've stated for a while now that when we asked, the main reason you worry about Tesla is the Keyman theory, which holds that, in your opinion, the company isn't worth as much if Elon Musk isn't there. So what do you think will happen if this package is denied approval? I can't see into Elon Musk's head, but I do know that he has a significant stake in Tesla and that he has created a great deal of value for everyone. Let's now zoom in on the visionary realm where Elon Musk reigns. It's no secret that many tech whizzes consider working at Tesla to be their dream job, but how popular is it really? Well, consider this: there are 6 million applications for 12,000 positions. This is hardly a job market that's reserved for the nerdiest and brightest. In fact, your chances of landing a position at Tesla are significantly lower than those of winning a golden ticket to Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, and the company offers more than just electric cars. Consider Elon Musk's empire as extending into the stars through SpaceX, the internet through Starlink, and our brains through Neuralink. These aren't just side projects, rather, they are the interconnected mechanisms that give Tesla its competitive advantage. Imagine owning a gadget equivalent to Batman's utility belt. You can use it to launch satellites or wire up brains. Tesla, I think in the next 15 years, next 10 years, we're going to make 4, 5, 6 times their money, but I can't even put a top on how much we're going to make in Tesla because there's so many businesses. This robotics business is going to be unbelievable with robotics for him, I think. That it's going to cost $567,000 for a robot, but there's billions of people on the planet. He thinks everyone's going to have a robot and you're going to charge money. This is like the ecosystem. Again, where you're going to get charged every year for software for using your robots. It's going to keep getting better and better and better. And you think about a factory worker gets $100,000, $200,000 or $150. 000 a year. And all of a sudden you have robots that are able to do that to make all these factory workers more and more productive. And Elle says The GDP is the number of people times of product you produce. All of a sudden, you're not going to need the people to produce the product everyone's lives is. Going to be dramatically better because of AI, because of robotics. Robotics is going to be a really big deal for Tesla, and that is not in the stock in any way, shape, or form. Speaking of the future, let's explore robotics and artificial intelligence. Thanks to robotics and artificial intelligence, Tesla is preparing to transform productivity by 2030 in addition to merely making cars smarter. If you thought your robot Hoover was the pinnacle of technology, wait to see what Tesla is cooking up. We might end up with robots that not only drive us to work, but also do our jobs for us. It's evident that Tesla, led by Musk, isn't just pushing the envelope, rather they're redesigning it to include everything from artificial intelligence to interstellar travel. With Elon Musk leading the company, it's less a matter of if, but rather when we're all living in a science fiction film. Tesla is leading the way for what's next, making it more than just an automobile manufacturer, just one with hopefully a good ending, everyone, as we speed towards the completion of our thrilling Tesla journey. Let's take a moment to decelerate and relive the thrilling events that have transpired, ranging from Ron Barron's astounding investment returns to Elon Musk's high-stakes pay package and the visionary leaps towards an AI-driven future. It's been an incredible journey, and if Tesla were a film, it would resemble a blend of sci-fi epic and blockbuster with a hint of soap opera. Ron Barron has not only thrown his financial support behind Tesla, he has also buckled up, grabbed some popcorn, and is fully engrossed in the Elon Musk show. His unwavering support isn't just based on money, rather, it's based on his belief that Tesla will lead the charge and transform our world in the real world. This is Tesla Stock News. Till the next time, thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow along as we watch Tesla's trailblazing journey forward. If Ron is betting on Tesla, it might just be the safest bet since betting that the sun will rise tomorrow. Maintain a keen eye on your investments and an even keener curiosity.